Well, Friday marked Lester Holt's last day anchoring NBC Nightly News. Starting tomorrow, you'll see a new face now on the desk.
It's the honor of a lifetime, right? Nightly News, to me, is the best of NBC News at night.
Tom Llamas is stepping into that trusted seat. He recently stopped by the WESH 2 News studios and chatted about the honor with our very own Stuart Moore.
It's a place where Americans have turned for decades to get the news, to understand what's happening around the world and, of course, in their own country.
Tom Llamas, born and raised here in Florida. Humble beginnings, the son of Cuban immigrants who instilled in him a passion for journalism.
My parents were always into current events, and they gave that to me. I think they also gave me, and they taught me, I should say, about hard work and diligence, and they've worked very hard. I actually started working in newsrooms at the age of 15. I had an internship at Telemundo in Miami, working for free, but it was so exciting. I couldn't even drive, but I was out there covering crime scenes and interviewing local officials. That was my summer break. But that's really sort of where I caught the bug.
Firefighters got a bit of a break today.
He's covered the biggest stories in the world. From the early days of the war in Gaza, talking to both Jewish and Muslim shop owners in Jerusalem, to Ukraine as the orphan crisis first took hold on a country under siege.
Right now, tonight, Pope Francis lies in rest.
And the death of Pope Francis, setting off the ritual that saw the first pope born in the U.S. ascend to become the leader of the Catholic Church. And of course, he's been on the ground here at home, in New Orleans after the New Year's mass killing, the Super Bowl in Los Angeles, plus hurricanes here in Florida.
Some are calling this Tallahassee's most dangerous storm event ever.
He has a long history of covering politics, dating back to his early days as a reporter covering the John Kerry campaign for president in 2004. Llamas has covered everything, but his center is his family. He's a husband and father of 3, a family that loves the theme parks, loves the beach, and loves Florida.
I think Florida is one of those states of the future. People have been moving here since the pandemic. They keep moving here because there's so many great things in Florida. And the parks are one and the jobs are one.
Are we going to see you on a roller coaster?
Oh, you'll see me multiple times on I love roller coasters, and I ride them all with my daughters. And Epic Universe has some of the best right now.
Anything special planned this summer as Tom Llamas takes the chair?
I'd like to launch a franchise, investigative series into the insurance industry. Folks here in Central Florida know it's hard to get housing insurance, and when you do get housing insurance and a hurricane hits, sometimes you're not covered. And that's happening all over the world and all over the country. And then also, we've had a lot of success with this segment we do at the end called There's Good News Tonight. And I think that there's stories across the country that bring us together as Americans that I want to focus in a little bit more. So stuff like that. But, we're going to have all the breaking news. We're going to have all the great international coverage. Everything that you expect from Nightly News is still going to be there.
And as mentioned, Tom's first show is tomorrow night. You can watch NBC Nightly News at 6:30 right after WESH 2 News at 6. I learned something new about Tom Llamas tonight that